Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bitch and Brainstorm podcast. This is the Elevate Your Online Presence Business Summit edition, and I'm here with the beautiful Angela Stillwell. Angela, welcome, welcome. Angela is going to be on our business development panel on April 19th at 8:40 a.m. Pacific time. So mark that in your calendar. You are not going to want to miss this amazing conversation that is about to happen on that panel. So Angela, welcome, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Elaine. I am so excited about today, and I'm super excited about the panel and everything that you are doing with your summit. It is just, I just love being able to serve audiences that way. So I'm super looking forward to it. So when I first saw your post about it, about looking for speakers, and I thought, this is right up the alley of the people that are most impacted with the work that I do. Because as entrepreneurs, as people who are out getting things done, our brains have a moment or several or thousands where it's wanting to put on the brakes, right? It's wanting to go,
Yep.
no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. So what we don't realize is that our subconscious brain runs 80 to 90+% of every decision, every action, and therefore every result we get. And all of that is based on the stories that go all the way back from day one.
Yep. I know.
Day one.
It's so crazy how our life journey really does impact how we run our business and the decisions that we make in our business, or the lack thereof, right?
Well, not making a decision is a decision.
Is making a decision. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a decision to let someone else make the decision for you.
Yeah.
Or something else make the decision for you.
Yeah.
And that's just not the game I want to play.
Yeah. So what do you think is the biggest hindrance for people that are out there trying to, achieve their dreams and their goals and stuff like that? What do you think is the biggest thing keeping people stuck?
There's a couple of things there, and it's two sides of the same coin. People think that they are fearful of failing. And often it's not a fear of failing. It's often a fear of success.
Yes.
And what that success would do to their lives.
Yep. It's going to change everything.
Exactly. And our brains are designed for us to survive, not to thrive. So anything that moves you toward that thriving, your reptilian brain, that brain that's been there for bajillions of years, that was running from saber-toothed tigers and that kind of stuff, that brain, the fight or flight or freeze, that brain sees thriving as danger. Because anytime you're making any kind of a change, even if it's change away from something that's really bad, it's still change.
Yeah.
And our brains are just like, no. We're to this right here. Let's stay here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's more often, if you really get in, it's that fear of success, but then all of those little fears under that of, okay, well then what's that going to do to my relationships? What's that going to do to my life? What's that going to do to my health? What are people going to think about me? Yep. What am I going to do with blah, 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 blah? Am I going to have enough time? Am I going to be able to see my children's stuff? Am I going to be able to do? Yeah. All of that starts running.
Yes.
And then that starts impacting the decisions that we make because it's under the subconscious. You're not really hearing it. It's back there. It's whispering in the little corner.
Yeah.
And like I said a minute ago, it's running 90%. 90%.
Yep. One of the things that I kind of figured out as I was kind of doing some of this work on the fear of success was the question of, what are you going to lose? Yep. Right? What are you going to lose? You're going to lose are people, are you afraid you're going to lose a relationship or a friendship or whatever if you become successful? Because who's not gonna be supportive? Who could you lose
Right.
along the way, right? So
Right.
that was really, and I'll tell you, it was actually, I was doing an EFT session with a fellow dot sister when that question came up, right? I was afraid of losing because from a childhood experience, I lost
Yep.
something before and I
Yep.
brought that into my business. And it was, what am I afraid of losing? And then it was like, oh my God, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my house. I'm afraid I'm going to lose whatever, right? If this
Yeah.
doesn't work out, I could lose my house. But this was like a long time ago. I was still doing photography, but it was
Yeah.
like acknowledging that there's that fear there. So I know one of the things you talk a lot about is radical responsibility. Can you talk a
Yep.
little bit about what is radical responsibility and how should we be using that?
Yeah, absolutely. So radical responsibility is right in alignment with that. Radical responsibility is saying, you know what? I'm taking 100% ownership 100% of the time, 100% responsibility 100% of the time. And when you do that, you gain your freedom, you gain your power. And you also say, all right, I'm now going to face whatever those gremlins, demons, whatever you want to call it, that have been running that 90% and they've been running me off a cliff. I'm going to turn that around and I'm going to face them and I'm going to dig into them and I'm going to say, nope, no more. We are going to rewrite those neural pathways. And anything that happens along the way, I'm taking 100% responsibility, because anytime I blame, anytime I feel shame, anytime I feel guilt, I'm giving away power. And the only way is to take that radical responsibility in every aspect, your health, your business, everything, your relationships. I don't care if someone else did something to you. Take radical responsibility, 100% responsibility, 100% of the time, and figure out how you're going to respond, what you're going to do from that point forward, right? It's not about reacting, it's about responding, regardless of what's happening in the world. And, when you look at the media and social media and everything else, it's all about blaming, shaming, guilting, cancel culture, blah, 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 all of that stuff. Nope, we're not going to let any of that impact us. We're going to take radical responsibility and just put the hand up and say, no more, no more. This is on me. I'm not 100% in control of everything, but I am 100% in control of me and how I respond.
I would say own your shit, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Own your shit.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We are both the problem and the solution. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, that doesn't mean that there's not someone else that may be a part of it. Doesn't matter. You still don't get to blame them.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing with blame. If you're going to blame someone or a situation for the bad, you also get to blame for the good.
Yeah.
Like kids who had issues with parents and they want to blame their parents. Okay, but did that parent give you a bed to sleep in? Did that parent give you a home to live in? Maybe they weren't the best parent on the face of the earth. And there were probably some things that they did do for you. So if you're going to blame for the negative, you get to blame for the positive also. Maybe you went through a divorce. There's probably something at some point. I mean, you chose that person if you married them. Right? So you get to blame for that positive as well as the negative. Take ownership of all of that.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing in business. Maybe you've had something fail. There's no blame. It just is. Take the lesson, move forward.
Yeah. I don't actually believe in failure.
You don't fail until you have no more opportunities.
Yeah. Or,
and then you just
give
have no
up.
more opportunities.
Yeah.
You're dead, right?
Yeah. Because if I'm learning something, I won't consider that a failure because I'm learning.
Exactly.
And
Exactly. That's
why
why
would
I
you
say
call that
take the
failure?
lesson.
Yeah,
Take the
exactly.
lesson.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Well, I'm super excited to have you join us at the summit. It's going to be so amazing. Thank you so much for deciding to come and join us and for taking the time to come and chat with me today. I absolutely cannot wait. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'm super excited and can't wait to meet all the people.
I know it's going to be fun. All right. We'll see you
Yes.
guys later.